So I wanted to do a video today to talk about my client's journey and to talk about where they start and where they finish. Now, the overwhelming percentage of my clients are mums, not exclusively. I work with men and women, but I would say 80% of them are mums. And one thing that they all have in common is that they feel lacking in some area of their life. They feel like something's wonky, but they're not sure what, or maybe they know what it is, but they don't know how to fix it. There is always an underlying current of unhappiness and feelings of either low self-esteem, low confidence, or generally feeling unfulfilled. As I said, they might know why that is, or they might not. So what they want ultimately are, I would say in the main, there are three things that my clients want to achieve in the time that we're working together. They want to feel happier, they want to feel more confident, and they want clarity. Now, clarity is a really interesting one because they can want clarity about various different things. Usually, it is to do with a relationship. So not necessarily whether or not to end a relationship, although that absolutely comes up. I would say that's a large portion of the work that I do. But clarity over what they need in their life, what they need next, where they want to be. Now, clarity, happiness, and confidence actually all tie together really, really well. So when my clients say to me that they want to be happy, that's a really fluffy word. Like we all want to be happy, right? Of course, we all want to be happy. But what does happy mean? What does it mean to you? So, I mean, I was just talking with someone this morning that was talking about happiness and wanting inner peace and wanting calm and wanting a sense of belonging and a sense of purpose. That's very, very different to how somebody else might describe it. It's very different to how you might describe it. It's very different to how I might describe it. So what I think about with them, or what I help them to think about, encourage them to think about, is what does happy mean? What does happy feel like? What are you doing when you're happy? Who are you with when you're happy? What does it, what does it actually mean? But being happy doesn't really mean anything. I mean, it could mean everything and nothing. Define it. Define what you want that happy. How does that happy ending look? Then when we come on to clarity, they tie together quite nicely, you see, because having happiness in your life usually equates to some sort of peace of mind. And when you are lacking in clarity, you don't have peace of mind because you don't know where you're going next and you don't know what's happening next. And you need some sort of, you need to either be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or you just need to be able to see where it's going. You need some sort of point of destination, if you like. Not that we reach the point of destination in 3 months, but it's good to have a clear plan and a clear path. So when we talk about happiness and we have clarity then for the ending, there's a lot of work then that needs to be done around self-esteem and self-confidence. Now, you'll know because you can see that I call myself a therapeutic relationship and life coach. And I was being interviewed by the lovely Scott Campbell yesterday, who asked me what that actually meant. And what that means is that within my 3-month coaching package, there's a really significant amount of counselling that we do there. Because I have the firm belief that understanding our past very much informs our present and really helps us get to where we need to be next. Now, everybody's past is obviously completely different, and some have been very traumatic and very burdensome, and some really haven't. And your individual story, it's just about you being able to understand your story. It's about you being able to understand how those experiences have got you to where you are now. And presumably, if you start working with me, you want to change something about that. So it's about understanding how those previous experiences need to be understood. We can't change them, but we can understand them differently, and we can give them different meaning. And then when we give them different meaning and we give them different context, we can change the outcome of the story for ourselves and also for our family, and crucially for our children. So I mean that feels quite loaded, but that's the reality of the situation. We are all a product of our past, and we're all the products of our parents' past, and that's how these cycles repeat throughout generations. And it's not, as I said, it's not always doom and gloom. Sometimes it's just about understanding the stories and understanding how the stories pass on through generations. So once we've got that, we are then also in a better place, not only to have improved confidence, but also to have clarity, because we're able then to know what we're holding on to and what we need to let go of. So that's the therapeutic part of it. Once we've got the therapeutic part of it, and it's an ongoing, it's not a linear process. We don't kind of like do the therapeutic part in month 1 and then kind of do the goal setting in month 2. We don't do it like that. It's a bowl of spaghetti in terms of how we work it out together. But then we set goals. We set goals for where you want to be. What you want to achieve. I call them internal and external goals. So the internal goals will be around self-confidence, happiness, self-worth, self-esteem, all of the really, really, really important stuff. And then the external goals will be things around maybe job, financial, travel, social, fitness, that kind of thing. They all tie together very well. And the importance of understanding our level of confidence and our level of self-worth really determines what goals we put in place for ourselves, but crucially, what limits we put on our goals for ourselves, depending on what we think we are deserving of and what we think we are worthy of. And then that then all ties back to your early years, your formative years, your childhood and your family. So you can see that I just absolutely love talking about this, because I've got the best job in the world, right? I genuinely have got the best job in the world. I help women transform their lives from a place of lacking in confidence and uncertainty to happiness, fulfillment, self-esteem, and clarity. So if you would like to find out any more about any of the work that I do and you would like to become a client of mine, please message me, just private message me and say that you want to book in a call, or I can put my booking link below, and you can just book in a call and we'll get talking and get you to where you want to be by the end of the year, which is going so quickly already. Let's make it happen for you. All right, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care.